Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is new, so please subscribe and hit the bell button. Also like, comment, share, all of that would be greatly appreciated. I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure series about twin flames. I've written 2 books in the series so far. You can find links to purchase those books on my About section on my wall here on YouTube. You can also find links to view videos, trailer videos that I made for each book. Okay, so this is your reading for the week of August 7th through the 14th. And this is the Celtic Cross spread, which I read slightly differently than other readers, so I'll explain as I go. Now, I want to point out a few things before I start moving the cards all around, okay? You have these progressions. You have a 1, you have a 2, and you have a 3, and you have 2 4s. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. That means there's something going on here that's in its early stages. Okay, it has 1s are career, and you have a lot of swords here. So this is mental energy. Also, you have 2 knights here as well, and each knight represents a certain amount of change. Okay, and let's see. So there's 2 male influences here and a feminine. No, there's 3. There's a prince over here too. So this might have something to do with 3 masculine energies and 1 feminine. And okay, I will start the reading now. What is at the center of everything for you this week, Scorpio, is you're in your mind a lot. You've got a lot of swords right here. And because what's at the heart of everything for you this week, Scorpio, is the Queen of Swords. And she is fully upright. If she had been upside down in this deck, this particular deck, that just means that the energy is there, but it hadn't fully manifested. But she is upright. So what this is telling me is that you have mastered your mind. Okay? Now, swords are air energy, which is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and swords are all about logic. It's all about the mind's power of communicating itself. It's about speaking skills, expressing yourself and your ideas, or someone who can do that, but I'm thinking this is you. This is the flow of the mind, okay? She has mastered her mind, and I feel like that's what you've done, Scorpio. So wow, that is really excellent. Now the energies that are directly affecting this Queen of Swords is the 2 of Swords. There is some sort of decision that you have to make. You could be at a crossroads, basically. There could be 2 avenues for you to go, and it's time for you to really decide what that is. Now, the Queen of Swords has a strong Libra influence in there, and so does this 2 of Swords. So there may be a Libra in your life right now that is really affecting you or affecting this decision, okay? So, yeah, this is when you're of 2 minds for something, okay? And when you get this card, the advice for it is not to take too long to make this decision, okay? It may not be an easy one to make. Oh, and then, so at the root of all of this, what we have is the Knight of Swords. And he's saying exactly that, except don't go too fast, okay? Don't take too long to make this decision, but don't make a snap decision, okay? Because this Knight of Swords, he brings with him a Gemini influence. It doesn't have to be, but he's bringing a certain amount of change, and I think it's a change in thinking, or in this decision. Oh, right, it's this decision, okay? The change that this Knight is bringing with him is all about this decision that you're going to make with your mastery over your mind. But don't go too quickly, because that's what this Knight does. He lacks the ability to focus. Okay, he can't bring ideas to life. He's random. he just moves on to new ideas before completing his goals, which just became like old and boring. You know, he is like a jack of all trades yet master of none. Okay, he enjoys the quest more than the goal. But because these are all here together, this is telling me that you may know when you're doing this. You've mastered your mind. Okay, you've cut away these old parts of yourself that you don't like. And maybe this is saying, don't do that. You're still in danger of moving too quickly. And this is a decision that should not be waited on for too long, but not made too quickly. Okay, point made. All right, so also keep your ideas new and fresh. That's another thing that he says. Okay, so this is the energy that is on its way out for you this week. And this is the Prince of Cups. Now, he is mastery over desire. Now, cups are emotion. That's what you are, Scorpio. Water energy. Water, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay? Now, every time I get this card for someone, I tell them to go ahead and look up the meaning of the eagle totem. Now, what you look up could be different from someone else, which is why I tell people to look it up, because we must all do our own research. Now, we'll see that this Prince of Cups is right side up. Okay, so he is a fully manifested energy. So what this is saying is that you mastered your desires. You now have the ability to let go of desire when necessary to do so. Okay, but because this is on its way out, I think that it's telling you that you may need to not let this energy go so quickly. You see what I'm saying? Continue to have mastery over your desire, okay? Stay in touch with that, okay? Yeah. Realize when you have to let go of something. All right. So the next two cards that we read are future cards for me as a reader. This is a more immediate future, whereas this is a little further out than this future. We read this one first. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups in the reverse, which means this energy. Does it look a little dark to you? There we go. This energy is beginning to manifest, okay? It is not fully manifested just yet. When it is manifested, you'll see that this means luxury, okay? Now this could have a Cancer influence going on. It doesn't have to. But if this manifests, what this is really stagnation. When we get everything that we want and we're just feeling, we have luxury and we're doing all right, sometimes life can get boring. Okay, so this is kind of letting you know that you may get to a point where you feel, really happy, but then it goes for too long or something, and then you start to feel a little stagnant. So watch out for the stagnation. Always be grateful, and you won't be stuck in stagnation for very long. Okay. The next card that we read is your more immediate future, and you'll see that this card is right side up, and this is an ace. Now an ace is always new beginnings, okay? And this is the sword of Archangel Michael, so he is guiding you in this. This sword cuts away all the fog and brings things into clarity. It brings the truth out of the confusion, and it crowns you with this beautiful knowledge and mastery that you've got going on here. The Queen holds the Ace of Swords, okay? And I'm being told to show you that this sword is green. Green is the color of love as well. Now this is the application of mental capability in its purest form. This is logic, philosophy, knowledge, science. It cuts away all your useless ideas and modes of thought. This is strength through trouble. This is victory as well. Okay? So I think that you're going to have a wonderful victory when it comes to making this decision. Okay? Now that you know to keep your mastery over your desires, don't take too long, but don't go too fast. And you will have this wonderful victory and clarity in your life. Plus, you're being protected by Archangel Michael. The next card that we read is Wands. And now here we move into, you have 3 wands here. Now you see what you have here is all swords and cups in your cross. Okay? All swords, all logic, all thought, except for these 2, which are emotion. Now we are moving into your passions, into the staff here. Okay? This is passion and also career. Now what we have here is your hope. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands. The number 3 is, well, first of all, let's look and see that this is an upside down card. Okay, you're hoping for this, and so you are manifesting it. 3 is the number of manifestation. Okay, so this is coming into being just by you hoping for it. Now, the card on its own, you'll see the symbol for the sun. This is the symbol for the sun, and the sun is the happiest card in the deck. And you have it right here. This whole staff is staffs and fire. In other decks, these wands are called staffs. This is called the cross, and this is the staff. And I just think it's so interesting how all of your cards, except for this, which is the sun, which is awesome, are staffs, okay? So you're hoping, that might have something to do with an Aries. It doesn't have to, though. Now this says virtue, okay? Now you're hoping to apply your will and your energy to a specific goal, okay? Now this is 3 is also the number of action. It's the direct result of 1 and 2. Meaning we have the idea, then we have the goal, and then we get things to start working with the plan. Okay? So after the idea and the planning and the action, the will must be applied to bring the idea to fruition. And the will is the passion, which is the fire. Okay? This could be teamwork. Okay? This could be other people's energy applied to the project that you're working on that has something to do with your career, because wands or staves are very much related to your career. So it could also be that you're hoping for some help. Okay, so the next card that we read is your environment, and you have the 4. So you have the 3 and the 4, which means that that's a progression, which is in its early stages, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If it was like a 7, 8, and 9, the project that you're working on would be almost to completion, but you're just at the beginning right now. Now what you have here is you have another Aries influence. There may definitely be an Aries involved in what's happening here. And we have also the symbol of Venus, which is love, or it could be somebody with Venus in their sign, such as the Libra, which you have right here. Okay, so this is your environment card, and you'll see that it's not completely manifested. It is upside down. Now when this energy is fully manifested, what this is this is the results of our ideas, our planning, our action, our will. This is the completion. This is stability. This is community. And also it reminds you, don't forget to thank those who helped you along the way. And so I'm really thinking that you are hoping for someone, probably an Aries, to help you out here. Maybe an Aries and a Libra, okay? And that would cause the stability in life that you're looking for in your career and in your passions in life. Now the next card that we read is your fear. Okay, this is your fears for this week, and what we have here is another Knight, and this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Staves, whatever you want to call it, and you'll see that he's upside down, so he is not fully manifested. It is still simply a possibility. Now he holds the Ace of Wands in his hand, and aces are always new beginnings. Look at how much fire and passion he has. Now this could be an adrenaline junkie. This could be somebody who is just too... Now, when I see that this is in your fear section, I'm thinking of the more negative aspects of this card. This is in a good aspect, this would be the quest for new thrills and adventure, sometimes danger, sometimes the desire to prove oneself. Somebody who explores life and experiments with it like a teenager does, who is just so happy to just get out into the world and see what they could do. But since it's in your fear section, I'm wondering if this is someone who is just kind of reckless, somebody who brags, someone who's prone to going down negative paths. Somebody who rushes in before realizing the path is harmful, okay? And you recognize that this person can bring a great deal of change into your life, okay? Now, since this Aries here is a fire sign, it could be this Aries that you want to help you out may have these tendencies in their personality, and this could be what you're fearing about them. If it isn't an Aries in your life at all, it could just be, you could just be afraid that this is not going to be the best path for you. But here what we have, Scorpio, is your outcome, and this is the sun. And you'll see that it's upside down, which means that it is trying to manifest. Okay? Just the fact that it's in your reading, Scorpio, brings up any negativity of all the other cards. So it's saying you may be afraid that you're just rushing in. You may be afraid that this Aries or someone with a lot of passion in life could screw things up for you. Okay? But it's not, because you have the sun. The sun takes away so much of that negativity. You see that there it is again. That's the symbol of the sun. That's what you have right here in the three of Wands, the symbol of the sun. And this is happiness. This is the best, most beautiful card in the deck. Happy, 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 happy. Okay, Scorpio, so this week, happiness is manifesting for you. And it's just, I think that if you just stay in control of your desires, and you stay grateful and say thank you to the people who help you out, you won't be stagnant. You're going to have this beautiful new beginning and cut away all the fog of indecision. Okay? This is, the ace will cut away the fog of indecision, where you're at this crossroads and maybe you don't know which way to turn, what to choose. But it's going to turn out. You're going to be happy. So look at this. I mean, my goodness, this is just so interesting to me that this wand or this staff is completely wands and staffs, and it's crowned by the sun. And all your emotions and your thoughts are in the cross. And the cross, to me, is very spiritual, very mental energy. Now, an energy that is underneath all of this for you this week is the Hermit. If you have any problems, you can go deep inside, go somewhere by yourself, meditate, examine your thoughts. And I think this is where you're going to get your clarity. Go deep inside yourself. You'll see right here that this is the star. The star card in the major arcana is all your hopes and dreams coming true. And I'm being told to tell you that our sun is also a star. Okay? So, if you have any trouble with this, become the Hermit. Go somewhere and meditate and find out what all your hopes and dreams are. And then go after them. I think this is going to work for you very well. Now, how much control do you have over everything? I determined that by the amount of major arcana to minor, and you have one, and that is the sun. That is your outcome that is trying to manifest. You have control over your mind. You have control over your desires and emotions, and you will make the right choice. You will cut away all the muck by going inside with the Hermit. You will have the help that you need and all the passion to do so. That's your reading for this week, Scorpio. See you next time.